Hey guys, Lorena Magana here with New Filmmakers Los Angeles. Today, I'm talking to director Jason House about his new documentary, The Gaskettes. Let's take a look at a clip from the film.
I'm Kelly Gaskett. Wait, my full name, my real full name?
I'm Sarah Gaskett.
I'm Lon Gaskett.
I'm Leslie Gaskett.
My name is Carrie Gaskett.
I guess I'm the brown-haired Sarah Gaskett.
I'm Hillary.
I'm Devo. We're a crew of girls who like mopeds.
Jason, why don't you give our viewers a brief synopsis of your documentary, The Gaskettes?
The Gaskettes are about an all-girl moped crew from Los Angeles, and it's about them planning for their inaugural first ride around the city.
How did you come up with the idea for this film?
I had a lot of friends that were in the scene. We thought this would be a really fun project to try. We just started our own production company about a year ago, and in between other commercial projects, we're like, hey, this story would write itself. Let's see where this takes us. So it was really fun.
Were the girls open to being filmed?
Initially, it was a little odd because they weren't. I mean, I'm a little cagey as a filmmaker, so I wasn't sure where the story was going. So we sort of followed them, but then they started to see some of the rough cuts, and they're like, oh, they're really into it. And they thought it was a lot of fun at that point. But initially, it's a little weird because this is your hobby, and now you've got these dudes following around. I mean, thankfully, we were friends with them, so our presence there wasn't entirely disruptive.
What was your filming process like?
You know, it's funny. Initially, I thought we were making something about the moped culture, which is a little, subculture all over the country. What it started to become more about was about this group of gals that sort of formed this sort of ragtag family as a result. And so the focus definitely shifted more to them and became less about mopeds. I mean, they ride mopeds, and that's cool, but more about these are all they're mostly transplants to Los Angeles, and they formed this sort of family as a result. None of them were the type of gal that had a lot of girlfriends, so this was new to them. In addition to learning about mopeds and how they work and how to fix them, they sort of learned how to have girlfriends and how to do girl stuff, quote unquote. And it was cool. It was cool seeing that happen, for sure.
What has the reaction been for this film?
Oh, they dig it. They love it. They've come to the screenings. They were here at the screenings we had last night in their gold jackets. And I could say someone asked them if they could take a picture, and then everyone wanted to take a picture with them. So it's been pretty cool. It's really funny to have a bunch of mopeds show up to a screening because they're really loud and they're really noisy, and they smell like oil because that's what they run on. And so when a bunch of mopeds show up to the screening, they roll in, and it kind of gets the attention. There also was the scene is dominated by guys. It's mostly guys. There is sort of its own version. Even for such a small scene, there is sort of a bit of discrimination in there. And we kind of there's some of it appeared in the footage. We chose not to really feature that because it was it's such a small scene. Why should we kneecap each other really, But there was some of that. One of the names that didn't wind up in the cut that was not as funny, but one of the names was someone had suggested they call themselves the "Hey, can you fix my bikes?" And it was from a dude. and so I thought, well, that's kind of got a little bite to it. I don't know if I want to include that. I want to make this fun. I wanted the project to be fun ultimately and inspiring to people.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today.
Yeah, thank you. It was really cool.